Well, I can't shake this feeling that Donald Trump's life is in real danger. And I mean that wholeheartedly, especially with the fact that the mainstream media has been nonstop attacking him still after multiple assassination attempts on his life. They are still going on how he is a threat to a democracy. He is a Nazi. He is going to put everybody in camps and the whole 9 yards. These people will stop at nothing to stop Donald J. Trump. And I'm really afraid. But what makes me more afraid is information that has just surfaced by James O'Keefe's OMG. And he details a Veteran Affairs insider who has just come out and stated that they received an HHS memo stating that they are calling for medical support in and around Donald Trump's inauguration. Now, what makes this even more chilling is, according to that particular source, this is not normally something that happens or has happened at inaugurations in the past, which leaves me to the final question. Is something going to happen to Donald J. Trump? And I tell you what, he's already had multiple attempts on his life. So I'm sick of this crap and sick of these attacks against Donald J. Trump. I'm sorry about that, but actually I'm not. I love the incoming president, but take a look at what I'm talking about. I'm going to go directly to James O'Keefe's X page here, and here's what he says. Leaked. Veteran Affairs Insider reveals HHS memo detailing unprecedented presidential inauguration medical personnel support deployment request. What concerned me was that this has never been requested before, especially not from HHS. An insider within the Department of Veteran Affairs told O'Keefe Media Group, revealing an internal memorandum requesting medical personnel ahead of the 2025 presidential inaugurations. The documents, addressed to Dr. Paul D. Kim of the Veterans Health Administration Office of Emergency Management, detail a formal appeal for paramedics, emergency nurses, and doctors. When questioned by O'Keefe about if it was typical for the Office of Emergency Management to administer this kind of memorandum for previous inaugurations, Derek Gestad, the executive director for the VHA Office of Emergency Management, said, "I was not with the organization, so I cannot speak to that." Directed to speak with Public Affairs Special Kurt M. Rauschenberg, an OMG journalist asked if the deployment of medical personnel by HHS was typical for a presidential inauguration. Similar to Jutstad's response, Rauschenberg replied, "I personally cannot speak to previous inaugurations." Despite a Freedom of Information request to the Department of Health and Human Services, O'Keefe Media Group did not receive an explanation. In short, they have not been told anything yet. They have not had any responses to the FIO request. And by the way, these Freedom of Information requests can take months, even longer than that in some cases. But as at this time, they have not received an explanation. Now, to show you the actual document, James O'Keefe actually also posted that as well. And here it is, the internal memorandum there, titled the Department of Veteran Affairs, and it was just published December 10th, 2024. You can see the date at the top, and it's stamped with a Derek Jackstad, there's name on it. Now, if you look to number 2, and I'll highlight it for you, it says this: the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS Administration for Strategic Preparedness and Response, ASPR, has requested the Veterans Health Administration support the presidential inauguration with the above professions as part of the National Disaster Medical System. The deployment rotation will last up to 5 days from the 17th to the 21st of 2025. Interesting. And then if you look on the second page here, I'll highlight this as well. It says the request is for VISNs, review their capability for registered nurses, ED, ER, medical surgeons, MD, DO, NP, PA. In other words, the entire shebang, medical-wise, is going to be there. Nurses, doctors, emergency paramedics, all at the inauguration. And again, now the video is actually rather interesting, and I encourage you guys to watch that. I'll leave a link below, but it's like a 6-minute video, but holy cow. Is Donald Trump's life in danger? And here's what's interesting as well is he has an upcoming rally, which I'm really concerned for. I'm always concerned for his life, folks, because he's had so many attempts and he wants to fix this country. And there are a lot of global elite, New World Order style proponents, if you will, who are avidly against him because they are going to have their crap exposed, including many with the intelligence community. So he's got a lot of powerful enemies, right? But take a look here. Trump's kind of rally scheduled for 2025, and he's got another one, right? Or one scheduled on the 19th. Obviously, President Trump, Make America Great Again victory rally in Washington, D.C. And then, of course, he has his inauguration on the 20th. So please pray for him. I really wish that he could just hold off on all rallies altogether, because right now I want to make sure that he gets to see the presidential office, and I want him to stay there. And I really hope that he has other people watching him and protecting him other than the Secret Service, because we saw how good they protected him, right? So again, my bottom line here is Donald Trump has a lot of powerful enemies, people within the deep state, people within the intelligence community. They all know that some of them are going to be in a lot of trouble. And I believe we are going to see some people going to jail. Maybe not your high profile names like your Bidens and Hillary Clintons, but people who were involved in the intelligence community, who were really involved in corruption. And I hope Kash Patel does something about it. And bottom line, I hope he fires a lot of people if they're not going to see prison time. If you and I did some of the stuff that those people are doing, we'd be in prison for the rest of our lives, right? It's just not a fair system, in my opinion, and all this crap needs to stop. But Trump's got a lot of enemies, so please keep him in your prayers. But with that, I got to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Noble Gold Investments. Look, right now, silver is going up, gold is going up, and they have been maintaining their value for centuries on end. That is why right now, China is buying up gold in stock, and they're doing it because they're using it as their sort of secret weapon, if you will, because they know it maintains its value. Well, I want to encourage you to do the same. This is why I've personally sponsored with Noble Gold Investments and have been sponsored with them for over 7 years. So make sure you protect your family and your investments. Bottom line, give them a call. Tell them I sent you, Lisa Haven, and this is something I myself do and I wholeheartedly believe in. But let them know I sent you, because right now they are giving away up to 10 of these silver Liberty coins here that I'm holding up on the screen, that you could see up to 10 of these with any approved plan. But you got to mention my name, or you can go to lisahavengold.com and fill out this information. Click Get It Now, and they're going to send you that free gold and silver investment guide. If you want more information, click that More button or click the link in the description box below. So make sure you check that out, even if you're on your cell phone. But there's always a risk to investing. There's never a guarantee. Anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in. I love all of you. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.